Hello, and welcome to today's episode. The highest-end full-frame cameras are known for their image quality. Professionals rely on them, and enthusiasts strive for them. Selecting the proper system is crucial as you want it to endure a long time, and soon you'll be spending money on lenses and other accessories that will probably outlast the body of your camera. So, following a thorough evaluation of the numerous options on the market, these are our findings. So let's get rolling. Nikon Z9. With its exceptional raw speed and even faster raw speed than its competitors, the Nikon Z9 is poised to take the lead in full-frame sports photography and establish a new professional benchmark. It can shoot at a maximum resolution of 45.7 but in all honesty, if you're producing that many shots, you probably don't want files any larger than this. It can burst shoot at an incredible 120 frames per second. As we detailed in our entire evaluation of the camera, the Nikon Z9 really impressed us. It is more affordable than the Sony A1 and Canon EOS R8, and it outperforms them both in terms of speed, although each has additional benefits, like as higher resolution or higher ISO performance. The Z9's reputation as a real sports shooter has been cemented by Nikon's autofocus finally catching up to that of its competitors. Canon EOS R6 Mark II. For both hobbyists and pros, the Canon EOS R6 Mark II is an excellent all-around camera. The 24.2 megapixel sensor's ability to record gorgeous 4K 60p films with oversampled 6K is definitely a plus, especially when combined with the pre-capture capability, which gives you an advantage in recording those important moments. Its burst rate of 40 frames per second is outstanding, even more than that of the flagship EOS R8. When combined with the premier autofocus mechanism, this makes it a formidable competitor in fast-paced situations, wildlife photography, and sports. It is important to note that the buffer, which has a maximum capacity of 75 raw images at 40 frames per second, may present limitations while shooting at fast speeds. This could be related to the fact that SD cards are used rather than CF Express. Users should also be aware of the recording time limits, which are 40 minutes for oversampled 4K 60p or 6 hours for 4K 30p, respectively, before the camera stops. However, the R6 Mark II is a flexible and strong hybrid camera, striking a balance between outstanding features and a few things that customers might have to deal with depending on their particular shooting requirements. Nikon Z8. There aren't many better full-frame cameras than this one if you're a professional photographer or have a lot of money to spend on your interests. If we had to summarize the Nikon Z8, we would say that it combines the best features of Nikon's flagship Z9 camera and the amazing Nikon D850 DSLR. This camera is quite beautiful to look at and feel, and it's also quite robust and durable. With enough grip to accommodate even the largest palms, it feels fantastic in your hands. We adore the controls and think their arrangement is thoughtful and feels natural. Whether you want to capture still images or videos, it can handle almost anything. It can create amazing effects for any kind of photography, including weddings, portraits, sports events, scenery, and astronomy. Its ability to manage noise has truly pleased us. You'll definitely notice a difference when shooting in low light. Videographers will find the N-Log, ProRes, and RAW HQ formats to be quite useful. This camera has a night vision option that will appeal to astrophotographers because it shows red pixels to help you see better at night. We sincerely want that. More cameras had this wonderful, well-considered function. Canon EOS R8. With the release of the EOS R8, Canon has upgraded the outdated EOS RP. It shares many similarities at first glance, including a full-frame sensor with roughly the same resolution and a comparable body size. What then makes a difference? With the excellent subject detect autofocus system from the flagship Canon EOS R6 Mark II, Canon managed to cram it into a camera with one of the most dependable autofocus systems available at a similar price point. The dual-pixel CMOS AF sensor from Canon is used to rapidly and precisely latch onto any point in the frame. Plus, it is able to identify and track moving subjects, such as people, animals, and cars, with the use of AI-powered subject detection. It almost seems as though you stop having to think about focusing. In essence, the Canon EOS R8 is basically a camera that consistently captures the perfect photo. Canon's well-executed in-camera processing results in JPEGs that are clear, vivid, and suitable for sharing right out of the camera. Panasonic LUMIX S52 fans of the Panasonic LUMIX received a very nice Christmas gift at the beginning of January 2023, which was either incredibly early or very late. Updated from the 2-year-old original LUMIX S5, the Panasonic LUMIX S5 II was a reasonably portable, reasonably priced, and versatile camera suitable for both still and motion images. It was a very pleasant full-frame camera, but Panasonic's dependence on the antiquated depth from defocus focusing system, which relies on contrast, kicked it back because it was unable to compete. Not anymore. When the LUMIX S5 II was released, it had amazing phase detection autofocus. Also, Panasonic included a cooling fan in the LUMIX S5 II's chassis, positioning it above the sensor to enable endless video recording. The LUMIX S5 II will continue to capture flawless 4K video at up to 60 frames per second in 4.22 10-bit color as long as there is space on the card and electricity left in the battery. Plus, it can produce 6K 30 frames per second video in either a 3.2 or 17.9 aspect ratio. And here, Panasonic also included a full-size HDMI connector in case users prefer to record their footage to an external device. Sony Alpha 9 III. With its optional pre-capture buffer, blackout-free viewfinder, uncropped 4K 120 video, and the fastest full-frame camera Sony has ever made for sports and action photography, the A9 III sets a new record for speed. It also boasts their greatest autofocus system to date. Behind the scenes is Sony's first full-frame CMOS sensor, which has a global shutter to do away with artificial light banding and the rolling shutter of traditional electronic capture. You can also sync flashes up to 180,000 using the global shutter, which will make strong sunlight appear to be dusk or even nighttime. It truly does work as stated, with a dynamic range that was unknown until testing. However, keep in mind that this is a highly specialized camera that is exceptionally good at certain jobs. Only if you truly need the advantages of the A9 III's global shutter should you give it some thought. But in the extremely specialized world of professionals who cover the Olympics and other major athletic events, the A9 III is a very remarkable camera that challenges Canon and Nikon.
Thanks for watching. If you liked what you saw, then hit the like button and subscribe to our channel if you loved it. Take a moment to hit the bell icon so you'll get notified of all our latest uploads.